Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi. Consider the trapezoid shown below. What is the area of the trapezoid? So we have to pay attention to what they want. That means they want the area of the whole thing. Now we have two different approaches here. I believe that one approach might be a little bit easier, but I do want to show you both. So I don't know if you noticed this, but we have three equal, congruent, equilateral triangles. So this triangle is the same as this triangle. And how do we know that? We know that because they're telling you that this is 6 from here to here, and they're telling you that this is 6 from here to here, and that this is 6 from here to here. Now the height is consistently the same. If we were to take the height of this triangle here, do you see that red line still represents the height if we use 6 as the base? And this also has a height of 4. So we have 3 of the same triangle. If we take the formula for area of one of the triangles, which is half of the base times height, and then later multiply that by 3, that should give us the answer. Now, if we just substitute in the values for one of the triangles, the base and the height, recall, have to be perpendicular to each other. So if we use 6 as the base, and 4, notice, is perpendicular to the 6, we'll use that as the height. And remember, we have 3 of those. So I'm just going to bring the 3 down so we don't forget that we have 3. Now, if we go ahead and proceed and find the area of one of the triangles, we might find half of 6, which is 3, and then bring down the times 4. And one of the triangles would be 12. But remember, we have 3 of those. So if you multiply 3 times 12 and finish that up, that would give you the area of the entire trapezoid. Now, some of you may say, well, what about using the formula for area of a trapezoid, which looks like this? It's half of the sum of the parallel sides, which we call base 1 plus base 2 times the height. We can use this formula. If we use this formula, we would substitute in the bases, but you'd have to figure out what one of the bases is, because this top one would still be 6. That's 6. But what about the one on the bottom? We would have to add 6 plus 6, which would end up being 12. And the height of this thing would still be 4. This is perpendicular to the two bases. And again, let me drag this across to show you. That's perpendicular to the bases. So we could still use that number as the height. All right, and if we finish up, we would add the 6 plus 12, which of course would be 18. And then next, I think I would go ahead and do half of 18, which is 9, and then multiply the 9 times 4. And you should get the same answer that you get when you multiply 3 times 12 as if you did it this way, 9 times 4. Just be careful and make sure you choose the right letter.